Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's safe and well during this difficult time we're all living in. So I didn't really feel like doing another cover today, so I figured I'd do another sort of singing video. And today I'd like to go through a few warm-ups that I like to use when I am practicing. Bear in mind that I am very out of practice because I haven't like set aside time to warm up and then practice something in a long time, so these will be far from perfect, but hey, there are a few little things that you can try out next time you go and practice, and see if that helps you out, helps your voice get warmed up. And yeah, before I start, if you like what I do, if you like the covers, if you like this, if you like anything, please, I would appreciate any support that you can give me, even if it's just watching, a view or two, or telling your friends about it. Word of mouth is great. So, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell if you want to see everything that I upload and get notified when I upload a new video. Okay, so some of these will be similar to what I talked about in the last video, because I usually start off my warm-ups with lip trills and sirens and things like that. So basically making really weird noises, but it works. It works. So yeah, another thing that I also do a little bit of when I'm warming up is I try and loosen up the jaw. and try and get that tongue sort of rolling around in my mouth. So I'll be like, just you make sort of chewing motions to get the jaw sort of loosened up. And then you do like little, because it's like, I had a friend tell me once, what is it? Jaw of an idiot, eyes of a genius, right? So it's all in the eyes with singing. Yeah. And then another thing with the tongue thing is just, rolling your tongue around your mouth with your mouth shut, basically. So that's just getting your tongue working so it's not getting in the way when you're singing. So that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's do some sirens. So, as I did in the other video, a vowel I like to use is oo, because oo is just a nice vowel to use. So I just start off like ooh. And you can also use an NG vowel is also really good for sirens. So and that one's actually really good because it's a good way of warming up the voice. If, say, you just want to warm up the voice gently, you're sick or something, and you're trying to warm up gently, and you're just trying to sort of give the voice a bit of work, but not too much weight, not too much tension going on anywhere. So an NG is great for that. So you can just really do light singing. And what else? Sorry, I'm not thinking about it this much normally when I'm doing it, so it's harder to actually put things into words than when I'm just practicing, because when I'm practicing I just do it, I just think, oh, let's do this one, Okay, so sirens are great. Sirens are always good. Yeah, another one I do is, oh yeah, lip trills. Of course, lip trills. Lip trills are great. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I usually start on like a bottom G, so you know, and I just do scales, so and then I just keep going and keep going until you know. Okay, so that was a top A flat, I think. Yeah. Sorry, bit of spit there. you're gonna generate a lot of saliva when you're doing lip trills. So yeah, if you can't do a lip trill by using your lips, you can do it with an R, so like a rolled R. I'm terrible at rolled R's, so I don't really do it on that. So you can just do it with a rolled R. I can't even do it right now. Yeah, so lip trills are great. Lip trills are awesome. Great for working the head voice. Yeah. Okay, so what else do I do? Um, okay, so next I kind of warm up the lower register. So I start off on a no wait. Uh Yeah, okay. Okay, normally I don't practice with a keyboard or anything because I have a really good ear, so I just sort of have the notes, I have the pictures in my head, so I just practice a cappella usually. I warm up a cappella and I practice a cappella a lot of the time. Because I find that I really like practicing a cappella. Like, yeah, I'll listen to recordings when I'm like familiarizing myself with a new song or something and I'm learning something new. But after a while, I just practice a cappella because I like to, make my own interpretation of the song and rather than trying to copy and stuff. And I try to respect, the music. I try and respect the composer, what the composer's written in the music. So that tangent aside. So yeah. So yeah, I just do Okay. So I do it on an ah. So ah, then just going down semitones. Ah, ah, yeah, so that's the general idea. And I do that to like an so UH, to just open things up. And yeah, the important thing to remember when you're going down in pitch in general, is to think up to keep the sound bright, even though you're going lower, and to relax into the lower register. Do not try and push it out there, because like this vocal coach I watch, Sarah, Beth Rawls. That's, I don't know why I forgot her name, but she's always talking about how like the vocal folds are like guitar strings. The more you tighten them, the higher the pitch. The more you loosen them, the lower the pitch. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much for the lower register. That's what I do. Okay, so next I try and sort of get my head voice working, so I get into that register. And also this is another good one for getting, working over the passaggio. And the passaggio is basically the breaking point between the registers, where the voice transitions, the notes where the voice transitions from chest to head voice. And it's different for everyone, so depending on what your voice type is, and that will change as you get older and you mature and your voice matures and stuff like that, so that will change. But this is the hardest part of the voice to smooth over, because it's the most uncomfortable part of the voice, because it is where the voice transitions. So it's something that everyone has to work on a lot. So yeah, everyone has trouble with it. Okay, so how I do this one is I start off on, say, like I guess it's the C below middle C for guys, but I guess middle C for women. Yeah, just Okay, so how I do this one is you start off on an R, and then you start off on an R, and then you sort of, as you go up, you sort of modify the vowel. So so again, forgive my horrible piano playing. I don't play very much. Okay, so that's the idea. Arpeggios, basically. So arpeggios, but with an extra third on top of it. Yeah, a third. So how I started off is like, so it's so as you could see, as I went up in that arpeggio, I modified the vowel. So I started on a more neutral sort of So yeah, and then as I got to as I got to the octave and the third above, I modified to a more sound, so a UH, and then as I'm coming back down, I change back to an or sound as I'm going back from the fifth to the root. So yeah, so I start off in the C and then I just keep going and going and going and well, I just keep going until I can't get any higher, basically. That's how I do it. But if you're just starting out with this, just use it to work around the notes of the passaggio. So again, this will depend on where you feel your voice transition. So that's different for everyone. So it's hard to sort of give it like a good starting point, So yeah, I'll just take you through. I guess like a safe place to start on for tenors at least is like an E flat. So well, that was a little bit pushed, wasn't it? I might try that one again. Was that? That was better. See, what am I up to now? Okay, so that's a top B. That's probably enough of that, eh? I could go up further, but I this video's long enough already. So yeah. What else? Some other good ones I like. There's so many, and I change it up all the time. So depending on what I'm feeling like doing, I'll say, oh, let's do this. So yeah, I talked about the Cuperto in the last video. Well, again, what you want to do before you go into any of these huge two octave scales that I like to do with them. Well, for one, you might want to start off by just doing an octave arpeggio for them before you go into the two octave arpeggios, which I do. So yeah, firstly, you want to work out how you get into that space. So you start off with an oo. Start off with a falsetto oo. Ooh. 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 again, I have trouble using falsetto because my head voice is really good, so I just tend to go into head voice when I'm trying not to. So you start off with a falsetto oo, and then you change that to a falsetto oo, so that's a umlaut oo. And then you try and do it as a full voice oo. So and a little tip with this is to search for the E. Search for the ring of the E in the vowel. So you listen for that ring in the E and you find that place. And another thing is try not to you pout. You do have a slight pout, but it's not a full on push lips like this, you know. It's like ooh, you know. And as always, you keep everything relaxed. Because the more relaxed everything is here, the less tension you're putting on here, and then the more your support's working. Yeah. So. Okay, so that's the basic idea of what I do with it. Again, you know, you want to work slowly with this, baby steps. You know, you're finding that space to begin with, and then you just gradually building on it. So, you know, you're starting off with, you know, experimenting with that sound in that space, and then you know, just doing your octave arpeggios. So oh, that might be a little bit low for some people. Let's just do it on a C. So yeah, that's probably what you want to start working on with that, just to take it easy and, you know, again, play around with things, you know, experiment, but, you know, do so sensibly, because you don't want to is the moment you feel any tension or any fatigue or pain, stop, because you're not supposed to be feeling any pain here or tension or any fatigue or anything like that. Stop, you know. Okay, so what are some other ones I like to do? Okay, so this one might be a little bit more advanced, but I like to do it. I like to do it for agility. Trying to get, you know, I'm terrible at runs, so that's one thing that I need to work on. So I like to throw this one in there, so I just practice a bit of that, practice some of that agile coloratura type stuff. Okay, so what I mean by that is okay, so I start off with an NG, so an NG onset, so okay, and it goes like this. So on and so forth. So I mean, I start off at a bit of a slower tempo and then just gradually work up to try and get a bit more speed into the voice and agility into the voice. Give me a second. I gotta let the cat out because he's gonna start scratching. Ow. There you go. Good boy. Okay. Well, that might be enough. This is almost half an hour. So I went on a bit. But hey, there's a few warm-ups that I like to use. There are others, but you know, I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, thank you if you have watched this long to me rambling and fucking making a noise, you know, and just for this long, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate any support that you're able to give me. Yeah, and just have fun with singing, enjoy it, you know, take things slowly, have patience, have lots of patience, practice, and just, you know, never lose that joy for singing, you know, because it is a joyful thing. Music is a joyful thing, you know, we should always find it joyful. So yeah, those are some, well, not quick, but because when I'm trying to explain them to people, it takes longer because you're not just doing them, you're trying to explain how you do them, and you've been doing them for so long that you don't really think about it. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, as I said at the beginning of the video, thank you for any support you're able to give me. So yeah, just please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified for every upload that I put up. Yeah. And yeah, thanks guys. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to cover, like, or if there's anything that you want me to know, anything you want me to do on this channel, because I am really open to hearing what people want to see, because you know, you guys are my audience, so I want to give people what they want. Okay. Stay safe, everyone. Stay home and all that jazz, right? Unless you can't stay home because you're an essential worker, then, you know. Thank you, all essential workers. But yeah, I hope everyone's alright and doing well and safe and at home and, you know, not going too crazy. I'm going, like, I have my moments. I have times where I think, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to get through another day, and then, you know, but hey, this channel's been good. I've been trying to make it like my project, to try and just keep doing something for it every day, even if it's not like a cover, because I've been doing covers, but I thought, you know, hey, I don't really feel like, you know, getting the guitar out, you know, getting a song ready for you guys today. So here's some warm-ups. Here's something I can do easily, you know. Anyway, thanks guys. Cheers.